All right. So let me begin by saying I know why you're here. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Um, this is gonna be weird. Fair warning, this is a video about a rabbit hole on a very niche and relatively obscure character in comics. So, Magog, who is Magog? Well, the first thing to go over is that there's been more than one Magog, right? That's where I would begin. So the first Magog appeared in Kingdom Come #1, right? And it was created by Mark Waid and Alex Ross. Quick backstory on Kingdom Come. This was basically Waid's and Ross's pushback on what was happening in comics in the 90s. You had, all these deaths of characters. You had, the hypersexualization of female characters. And then you have all the tropes that were going on the 90s. The shoulder pads, the cargo pants with the cargo pockets, the grenade pouches, the weapons, basically the over design in characters. And Magog, the more you look at him, the more you realize he is like an allegory, like a amalgamation of all of those tropes of over design in characters into one, right? If you take a look at him, he has the face sock, the face sock mask, covering the cheeks and the rest of the head, right? He got a helmet with horns. He has a scar over an eye. He has like a prosthetic eye. He has metallic parts or metallic extremities. In his case, his left arm. He has shoulder pads. He has a weapon, right? The spear, military grade boot with cargo pants with a lot of cargo pockets. And just in case the energy blasting spear wasn't enough, he also has a weapon strap. So he carries that thing on him at all times. Magog was ready. If any character look or could be the picture next to the definition of 90s tropes in comics, Magog will be my vote for that place. What happens with Magog in Kingdom Come? Well, basically, Magog had a key role in the story of what was later named Earth 22, right? We call it Kingdom Come universe. By embracing killing ways, Magog turned the hero community in its head. The newer generations of heroes followed his lead. This new way of vigilantism forced Superman into retirement and isolation. Basically, the Joker pulled one of his crazy attacks on the Daily Planet, of all places, and he killed everybody in there, to include Lois Lane. And by the time Superman got there, it was too late. Everybody was dead. He apprehended Joker and turned him over to the authorities. But before he could even make it to a police car, Magog just murdered him in plain daylight in front of everybody. And Superman couldn't stop it. Magog went to prison. He got arrested for it. And he was charged for murder. And he was, they had a whole trial and everything where Superman was the witness. And they found him not guilty. He was acquitted of committing murder. And Superman basically decided that society had moved way too far from what his core values and morals were. And basically, he didn't see a point of being a superhero or leading the superhero community. And that created like a chain of events where like the newer generations of superheroes just became eroded with each new generation that came out. That, in a nutshell, was the character of Magog throughout the Kingdom Come story. So later, Magog was given an origin story of sorts in the sequel to Kingdom Come, and this series was titled The Kingdom, and it was also written by Mark Waid with art by Ariel Olivetti. Essentially, Mark Waid expanded on the tension we saw between Wonder Woman and Superman in the Kingdom Come story. And how he did this? Well, he did it by retroactively making them a couple in this universe. Long story short, they had a child together. And this is probably after the events of Kingdom Come. There's some panels during Kingdom Come where, Clark and Diana get way too close to each other, and you can read into the situation as there was something going on there. At one point, they almost kissed, and they were interrupted. So Waid kind of like expanded on that, make them a couple, and they had a child. Now, if I remember correctly, because I read this a while ago, Magog's story became one of a time-traveling paradox. The child that Diana gave birth to in the Kingdom story ended up becoming Magog because of a time-traveling paradox. Basically, Magog, as an adult, can't get over the fact that the beef he had with Superman, so he decided for some reason that he was going to travel through time and through the universe and basically collect all of the Supermans of every world. And by the time adult Magog travels back in time to a random world, he arrives not too long after Diana gives birth to this child, right? And he interrupts the whole ceremony, the whole thing. They didn't even have a chance to name the baby. Magog jumps in there and kidnaps the child and takes it away with him. And somehow, some way, you can look into this. That child grows up to be Magog of the Kingdom Come universe. So that was the origin of Magog of the Kingdom Come universe up to that point, until Geoff Johns brought the Earth 22 characters into Prime Earth or Earth 1 during his JSA run in 2007. And this story was titled Thy Kingdom Come. And it's very famous because during this run, Alex Ross made the main covers for like the first 20-some issues. And then between issues 10 and I want to say 18, Alex Ross had a hand on their story, on their flashbacks, and he did a little bit of the art too, to compensate what Geoff Johns was trying to do. But it gets a little bit complicated from now on. I'll do my best to try to explain it, so bear with me. Now, in issue number 12 of the JSA run by Geoff Johns, the JSA battle Magog. Presumably, the Magog and Superman and some other characters from the Earth 22, the Kingdom Come universe, ended up in the main continuity Earth. In the end, Magog gets absorbed by a godlike being called Gog, G-O-G, Gog. And Gog explains basically that Magog is like a herald for Gog. And he saw Magog as unfit and took his powers away, basically absorbed Magog into him, killing him, essentially. So, the retcon here, and you could say this is the second retcon of the character of Magog. This time by Geoff Johns. He explains the Earth 22 Magog's real name was William Matthews. So the Kingdom Come story, Magog, his name was William Matthews. And he stumbled into Gog's temple and acquired the powers of Magog by mere luck. Right? There was this temple somebody had left behind. And when this William Matthews grabbed the spear he became Magog. That is now the origin story of Magog from Kingdom Come. It stated that William Matthew, aka Magog, was acting on his own and did not represent God's way. Whatever that might be, you can read into the character and figure that out for yourself. So to recap, Magog was the child of Wonder Woman and Superman who turned himself into Magog because a paradox. Magog killed the Joker, forcing Superman into retiring. Now, here's retcon number 2. Magog was now William Matthew and stumbled into the powers of Magog by chance. Magog traveled to main continuity Earth and was absorbed by his maker, Gog, G-O-G. Are we still following? I'll cut this off. It'll be a 15-minute video, more or less. And I'll do this in 3 parts. This is going to be a 3-part series. Because I don't want to be here talking for an hour, basically. But that is where things stood around 2007. Come back for part 2. I'm gonna go over the second Magog in DC Comics. All right. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed day, and remember to read more comics.